terribly. I tell you what. We're live, but the stupid link's not working. What's going on, guys? What is going on? We're going to talk about the day in place here. Why on earth did that not bloody work? Why is that not working? Maybe HTTPS. Maybe that's what it was. Let me have a quick look. Try to get the link up here, guys, for you. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right. So we do have a phone-in show. Hopefully you can join me here, but it's going to be a little tricky. That's right. We'll see. We'll see if any of the guys show up. If not, we'll open it up to you guys. But Cass the Cat VP, I know she's been absolutely fantastic. Let's give her a round of applause for Cass the Cat. 5 for 5. 4 for 4. 4 for 4. That's right. Got 1 right yesterday. Got 3 right today. Absolutely fantastic. Now we're going to take a look at tomorrow's games, but of course we are going to debrief tomorrow's games. As we look at today's games, we're going to look ahead to tomorrow's games. We are live. We're going to try and open up the thing. The thing is, I'm a little bit confused. So, because I give Jacob and the guys the one link to one Zoom, but I also have the other Zoom open here. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. But anyway, Jacob, if you're listening, get your ass on here. Let's have a chit chat. We want this one here. We want this one. Maybe I can change that. I can't change it. Maybe what I can bloody do, is create a link on the fly. We'll try and do this. If it'll let me do it. We're going to change it. And we're going to call it goals, like that. How about that? Yes. All right. We're gonna pump it up on the screen in a second. If you want to be on the show, I did all the predictions of the matches right, just not England. Well, of course, yeah. Make sure you get involved with the Super Brew as well while we're talking about the picks. While we're doing that, I'm going to try and get the link on the screen. You could be on the show with me, talking all things, of course, World Cup related, etc., etc. But let's get cracking here and try and get the link on the screen so you can join me here. PS. Let's do this. Cut. Oh, gosh. It's so slow. What's going on with my machine here? Goals. All right, let's get that on the screen. We will put it in nice and thick. That's what she said. Get that bad boy up there. Bash bish. Okay, so I'll put that on the screen, and you can join me in here if you want to. Of course, we are going to talk about England. Of course, we are going to talk about everything else that's going on as well. So we'll get that. We'll start this bad boy off here, and hopefully. While we're at it, I'll pump that out there, of course, for you guys to have a predict, because the game tomorrow, first and foremost, is Argentina against Saudi Arabia. I want to know how you guys are feeling for that game. So we're going to move over here. We're going to get down here. And here I am. All on my lonesome. You can join me right here. Cutty/goals. Make sure you put the HTTPS on there. Anyway, what we'll do here, what we're going to do here is just me. Add this guy, and we'll go here, and then we will go like this, like that, and then we'll go like here. Bada bing! There we go. On the fly, you could join me here to talk all things World Cup related. Didn't know we had a super proof. We do. You've got to check out the predictions, of course. Now, if you want to talk all things World Cup, get in that link. Where are you, Jacob? Where are you, bloody Philly Pete? You're supposed to be on the show here to talk about England, talk about America. What went right for England today? What went wrong for the Americans? They were in command in that game against the Welsh. But they threw it all away in the second half. Or did Wales get the upper hand with a monster game-changing substitution with Kiefer Moore coming on? It's hard to say really, because I thought America definitely won the first half, and I'd give it to the Welsh in the second half. So it is very, very difficult to call between the two sides. And I think that's how it paid out at the end. I think we witnessed, probably one of the most evenest games you're going to see at this World Cup. It's been very, very lopsided so far with the Ecuadorians. Yeah, they were good against Qatar. Maybe they fluttered. They definitely outplayed Qatar. England, of course, definitely bossed the show against Iran, and then the Senegalese, they were close. They were close. Pete's coming in here to save the day. Thank heavens for that. How do we get Pete on the show here? We'll go like this, and we jump over to Pete. You're live. Well, you're not live. You're connecting your audio. What is going on there? What's Pete wearing? It's out in the boonies. Can I hear you? Give it to me. Talk to me.
Hey.
Pete's live. He's out in the middle of PA. Freezing, isn't it? I can. You're freezing your knackers off. I can hear you, but you're breaking out. Pete's on the road. He's on the road in Philly. It's icy out there. It is 35 degrees Fahrenheit. I can barely hear you, Pete. You're breaking up on me. I don't know where you are in the world. But you're live.
I'll call back.
His callback is on the road here. We got John T saying from Facebook, England football team depth is insane. If you have Rashford, Foden, Grealish on the bench, you are one of the great teams. No doubt this team can win the World Cup. Definitely. That's, of course, one of the major players. You could actually be like Pete and, of course, be on the air. Come on, let's go. Let's talk about it. Of course, while we're waiting for actually any other callers, Bellingham masterclass today. Saka did great. Yes, they did. I thought England were looking good, but I'd like to see them up against the Americans and the Welsh. I think there'll be much sterner opposition in this group. I still reckon England will come out on top and boss it as well. But what's going on with Jacob? Where is my main man, Jacob? What's going on here? Let's see if I can get the man on. He is, of course, an English fan. We are live. So England were great, were good, but who really won the show today? What about the Dutch? Do we consider them to be any realistic contenders for this? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see about the Dutch when they come up, also against bigger opposition further down in the bracket. Anyway, let's cut to the chase and have a little look at what else I've got lined up here, because I was hoping. Hang on a minute, what's going on? Getting flutters in my ears. Makes wrong. Okay, well, we'll see. We might not get anybody. Dutch won't get past last 60. They were toothless a little bit and had to rely on some midfield dynamos. Cody Gakpo, of course, getting in a goal, and Klassen coming off on the bench as well. So while we're there, maybe just chuck your names in the chat here. What we're going to do, if I can figure this all out. I don't really like what I've done here. It's phone in. Where's the phone in? Phone in, then we go to the PowerPoint, which is not ready, so we need to switch this up to this, to this, and then go like this. So we flop over here, and of course take a look. Oh, God, it's on the wrong fucking side, mate. It's on the wrong side. So what I'm going to have to do is like this, like that, scoot you over, do that, and then bring you back over here, and then over here like this. So these are the games that, of course, took place today. Where's Alex? I know. Where is Alex? I can't believe somebody's actually shouting out for Alex. I don't know. Maybe you are Alex in disguise. I don't, because I don't believe there's a fan out there for Alex. But hey, there are stranger things out there, definitely. So hey, Alex is probably on a rehearsal. He's an actor, don't you know? He is an actor. But anyway, these are the games coming at you, of course. We have already taken place in the World Cup. And there's been stellar results so far. 2-0 Ecuador. Conor McRae's in the house. Watched Wales and the USA this morning. Wales was spineless until they brought Keith Moore on at halftime. Changed the whole game. There's Pete. Pete's come to save the day. To talk about America's collapse. We'll get back to the recap here. And hopefully Pete is with me in a second. He's probably parking the car or something. Let's pin him down here. Pete, how are you? Your audio's not hooked up. Pete's audio's not hooked up, but he's here. He's there. Look at it. Look at the concentration on Pete's face right now. He's thinking about it. He's like, he looks like like Morton Gamps Pedersen. You look like MGP a little bit. You got that look about you.
MGP doesn't have a look in here.
So how are you? Did you manage to catch the game?
I did indeed. I was downtown. The Philly chapter of the American Outlaws, which is the American support group, the major support group, was at Top Tomato in South Philly, and we met up there, and we were disappointed, to say the least. We were excited. We were rolling. We were riding high off of Weah's goal. It was a beautiful goal, a beautiful assist from Pulisic, the Hershey man, the local Pennsylvania guy, but. And we went into the locker room up 1-0. We came out. I thought we controlled it. We did. We had our chances, and we should have went up 2-0 at some points, but unfortunately, Gareth Bale does it again. And for Philly guys here, we're getting pounded by Gareth Bale like twice in 3 weeks here. So. It's just nonstop from him, and I think a tie really hurts us going into Friday. Iran, England, if they could really capitalize on the Iran game. If we could get a tie, that's an amazing thing and an amazing feat and an accomplishment for us here as USA guys. Going into the third game, it'll put the pressure on us, but that's a lot to expect after you see in that Iran-England game today. So. It's going to be tough for us. I almost feel like today was a loss.
Yeah,
it feels like a loss.
It was dubbed for me the must not lose game from either two sides, I think they were evenly matched. I think it was quite a. I think without Bale and Ramsey, the next batch of Wales will be much easier to take apart. But it's going to be a tough old slog, but I still think the Americans can do it. I think of course it's you're going to have to do damage limitation against the English, maybe lose by just a couple of goals, hopefully, and then hopefully they lose bigger against the Welsh lose bigger against England. The problem is that if England do win on Friday, they're in, they're qualified. They can take it easy against the Welsh. So.
Yeah. Did you think was England so dominating that they're going to, do that on Friday versus the Wales, or do you think Wales will still have a run in, or was Iran so bad today, Qatari-esque?
I think England didn't really seem to get out of second gear. They looked too composed. It wasn't like they were pushing to make it 6-0. It just was that easy. So I think Iran were that bad. I think they were Qatar bad, so I just for me as I'm a non-English guy, so I'm going to be cheering on the Americans big time. I don't know what Cass has got lined up for us on this one, though, so hoping she can at least predict something good for the Americans. So I'm hoping that you can get something, and I'm hoping because if Iran managed to get something out of the Welsh game, a draw, then it's game back on again, and then that puts more pressure on that final game as well. But we don't know. Iran and Qatar horrendous. That's what Raymond is saying. I agree. They've been disgusting the performances so far from them. But I thought America were good, especially the first half. Sure. They hit the park. They hit the post as well. They could have had a couple, but yeah, it's been a tough start. This was the game they couldn't lose, but they didn't lose. It does feel like a loss. And I did see a lot of similarities in Wales and in Rovers. Very defensive, not really going forward, letting America have all the ball, and then just
for sure.
So yeah, it sucks, but I was happy because Kat got it right. So it just completes. It completes. I was cheering on America. If you watched the watch along, I was cheering them on, and I was very excited when the Americans took the lead. But I was also very excited because she got it spot on. But who was if you could give us maybe a quick synopsis of who you thought was the man of the match for America's point of view? Maybe.
Adams, gotta go midfield. Tyler Adams was amazing. I thought Matt Turner had an awesome save to keep us in it there. It was 1-0 with that save before the penalty. But yeah, Tyler Adams, midfield, just controlled it defensively, then was pushing it forward. and he was just he did his thing. And it is interesting from an American English perspective going into Friday. We have 3 guys that were actually born in England going into Friday. And then you have all these Premier League championship teams. So there's a big American English connection there. There's a lot going into Friday's game besides it's coming home and, the new age, the new soccer fandom coming from the USA standpoint. So there's just, I really think Friday it's a big game. No matter how dominant you might have thought England was versus Iran today, and the lackluster America at the end with not pulling out the win. It will be exciting for all of soccer, I think, come Friday.
Well, if any condolences to or any sort of takeaway, I did think if there was going to be a team that was going to score a second goal, it was going to be America. I didn't think Wales had it in them, and I think it's just bad how the schedule is for America, because they'll go to England, they probably will lose, and I don't know what Welsh are going to get from Iran, but yeah, that scenario is if England are qualified. However, the English do not like to lose against any British opponent, Scotland, Northern Ireland or Welsh, so they would still, I think, want to win that game. But they might, I don't know, there might be a bit of politics in this. I don't know. This could be bad.
We gotta do it for Hedges. Do it for Hedges.
Yeah. I see what you mean now. I was thinking, no, we're not cheering on Wales. We're trying to get rid of Wales. That's right. We're trying to get rid of Wales. Yeah. Let's hope for the best, and let's hope something. A draw is not out of the question for America. I don't think. I think it's going to be tough, but I think they could do it. And if they come out of this with 2 points, then that's definitely going to give them a chance. I appreciate you dropping by, Pete. You're the man. You've saved my day, at least given me someone to talk to. But I'll let you go. I'll bounce out of here. I'm going to wrap up because it's a long day, and I've got a long day tomorrow. 5 a.m. start. We'll see. Peace out. Thanks again. Pete has been kind enough to stop by. But let's talk about those games before we wrap this, because it's going to be this is a short sort of a synopsis of this. So, of course, 2-0 it was. Of course, Ecuador against QPR, game over. Also in Group A, it was the Dutchies 2-0 winners over Senegal in a game that could have gone the other way. Senegal had a couple of options, but they couldn't pull it out. A big win, of course, was England's 6-2 win over Iran. Were England that good, or were Iran that bad? Of course, I don't know. To be honest with you, I thought Iran were just bad. Was the link to predict the matches? If you go check out the match day number 1 part 2 or match number 1 part 1 videos, it's in there. I might be able to reel it off the top of my head here if I still have the thing open. It's https / in fact, I'll type it up here. https Cutley / WC picks, something like that. Let me know if you get in there or not. I'm kicking off forward. 2-0 against Ecuador. Incredible that QPR made it against QPR. Did I write that? Where did I write that? 2-0 Ecuador against QPR. Did I write that? Oh, I'm confused. I'm thrown off. Anyway, I don't know. Meanwhile, down the bottom there, of course, the draw, which, of course, sets us up nicely. You said it. Oh, did I? I don't know why. Well, I'm tired. So let's take a look at this. I was going to do polls down there, but it's going to take me forever to do polls. So let's go with your voices in the chat. Which way will Mexico, Poland go tomorrow? That's probably the game of the day for me. That's the one I'm looking forward to. Of course, Connor's getting excited for the Aussies against the Frenchies, of course, but I don't know. I don't know why the heck that could be up. But what do we think? What do we think about Mexico, Poland? Let me know in the chat. Come on, let's go. Predict in the chat, because I put some interactivity in this, and I need to see what you're going to just type it in Poland, or type it in Mexico, or type in draw quickly, because I'm not going to create the polls. It takes me too long. Mexico. Alexander Haber's in the house. Whoa, Raymond's your biggest fan. He was just asking for you. We've got Mexico. Alexander Haber's got Mexico. Raymond's got Mexico as well. Any more for the good of the order? Any more for the good of the order? Because all I need to do is just click this badge for Mexico and we get a big fat checkpoint just like that. Well done. What about the next game? It's Argentina against Saudi Arabia. Oh, Choya won't become the beast as he does every World Cup. Let's hope he does. Everyone seems to go with Mexico. I'm hoping so too. I do like the Mexicans. We've got the jersey and everything. What about the next one? Argentina against Saudi Arabia. Do I need to ask? Do I really need to ask? It's probably going to be Argentina, right? Big 4-0 win. Raymond's in there. Conor McRae's also in there with a big win for the Argy Bargies. We've got Geronimo. He's my man for that. That's the early game, 5 a.m. Any more? Of course, there's any more. Big win. Alexander Haber's got a big 4-0 win as well. Well done. What about the next one? The Danes, the biggest Tunisians. We got John T. Thompson with a big 4-0 on Facebook. Appreciate that. What about the Tunisians taking on the Danes? Everyone's second team is the Danes. Who's going to get that one? Of course, I'm thinking it's going to be a home win all the way down here, isn't it? A big 5-0 win there he's changed his mind. Haben, of course, Raymond's gone with a Danish victory, a 2-0 there. What are we thinking else in the chat? Come on, guys. It's a big game of football tomorrow. It's a 4-piece. Probably close. 1-0 to the Danes or 1-1 draw. Oh, I think you're saying that with your Australian hat, and that's what you want to see, isn't it? A draw opens up the chances for the Soccerinos. I've just given them a new name, Soccerino. Any more pickies? Because right now there, John D. Thompson with a big 3-0 win for the Dansk. So right now it's going to be the Danes. We'll give them the check mark there. My team, Tunisia, 7-0. That's right. He's got his own sweepstakes. He's backing his boys. But I've put the big fat check mark on them. And of course for Connor, let's back the Soccerinos are taking on the Frenchies. Let's hope the French are dog shit. Let's hope they're garbage. But what's going to happen? Is it going to be the French or is it going to be the Soccerinos? Get smashing down there and let me know your thoughts and opinions on that, Badger. I am going to be doing a quick recording of the wrap up of Group A and Group B. Tunisia win. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to back the Danes on this one. But what about the French and the Soccerinos? The Socceroos there. 2-1 win for France. Raymond's in there. John TT is going with a 1-1 draw. Wow, look at that. That's great to see. John T. Thompson back in the Australians there. But Raymond's kick, he's not one for, big Alexander Haber. There it is, 4-1. That's what we think. Connor's he's avoiding this one like the plague. He ain't touching it with a bloody badge, Paul. But I appreciate you guys stopping by for this random phone-in show. We're going to punch in there. Because if I did this, we would have had a big fat X. But you guys decided not to do it. Anyway, these phone-ins, I don't know. Who's going to get their hands on this Badger? We'll find out, of course, very, very soon. But yeah. Well, we're gonna work on these phone-ins. One day, one of yous are actually going to phone in. But until then, I'm going to let you bounce out. I've got to do the reviews and get ready for tomorrow.